The USA are getting ready for game number 2 of this World Cup, and there's a lot at stake in Group A. They're taking on Nigeria. First place is at stake in the group. A winner or draw puts the USA on top with 1 match to go in the opening round.
The U.S. team had better bring everything tonight. They face an anxious and physical Nigerian team in game 2.
She's thick, she's bad, so clean, she's fine, she loves, she hates, she laughs, she cries, she's sexy and bomb, she blows my mind. Yeah.
In Philadelphia with game 2 of our doubleheader. USA versus Nigeria meeting for the 3rd time. The previous 2 matches have been very physical, and one of the physical players that the USA must play without today is one of their leaders in the back. They will go without Brandi Chastain, who was injured in the first half of game 1 versus Sweden on crutches on Wednesday, doing her best to rehab. The team says she will be out this opening round, but who knows if and when we'll see her during this World Cup. And welcome back, everyone, to Philadelphia. Along with Wendy Guevara-Palladino, I'm JP Delacamera. How do you replace a Brandi Chastain?
Well, the adjustment that the U.S. made in the first game was that Kat Reddick came into the center, but she's actually one of the best outside backs that the U.S. has. She's going to play outside. Kate Sabrera is going to move inside. Let me remind you, in 1999, she played inside in every match with Carla Overbeck. She's back where she's comfortable.
Tisha Hoke also joins us with a sideline report. Tish, what else does Brandi bring to the table that could be missing here tonight?
Thanks, JP. Definitely going to miss Brandi's play, but I think even more so they're going to miss her voice and her leadership. I think with 2 World Cup rookies playing on the outside, Catherine Reddick and Kylie Bivens, it's going to be critical for veteran Joy Fawcett to be both organized and vocal from the back. JP?
Joy Fawcett appearing now in her 4th World Cup and playing as good as she did in that first World Cup. Come back with us about the starting lineups, and we'll kick this one off as the USA tries to get on top of Group A.
I believe she's got tremendous potential.
I think we know our daughter's potential.
Be strong.
Girls aren't supposed to play soccer.
Work hard.
You just can't take no for an answer.
Play smart.
If you give up now, what are you going to have to give up next?
And fight for your dreams. With Pirates of the Caribbean's Keira Knightley. Bend It Like Beckham. Only DVD or video Tuesday.
Is it or is it not true that you kicked and pummeled the plaintiff in the plain view of over 60,000 witnesses?
It's true.
And what did you and your malicious co-conspirators do next?
We cheered.
As this poor, battered soul lay defenseless and deflated.
You didn't tell me you cheered.
Bud Light, proud sponsor of the U.S. Women's National Team in the FIFA Women's World Cup.
We're toast.
EOS Rebel TI. Get into it.
Thursdays at 8 on Discovery Times channel. From the legendary to the greatest of all time. I've had the privilege of interviewing them all. David Frost here, inviting you to join me as I take a look back at my interviews with the personalities who've influenced our lives and shaped our world. In their own words, Thursdays at 8, only on the Discovery Times channel.
Available on digital channel 213. To order digital cable, call 713-341-1000.
135,000 Chevy Tahoes, 2,900 Chevy Suburbans, assembled by 3,000 Texans. One offer. Use bonus cash to get $4,500 total cash back or 0% APR financing on a 2003 Suburban. Or get $4,000 total cash back on a 2003 Tahoe. Chevy, drive in Texas.
TVN2's coverage of the 2003 FIFA Women's World Cup is brought to you by MasterCard. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard. Hyundai, when your car comes with America's best warranty, you win. Hyundai. Toshiba, proud to be supporting the FIFA Women's World Cup as official IT partner. Canon, with thousands of products and one simple idea, giving people know-how. Canon know-how. And by Time Warner Cable. Now, anything's possible.
Welcome back, everyone, to Philadelphia Lincoln Financial Field. USA getting ready to take on Nigeria. What kind of a game can Mia Hamm have today? She was awesome on Sunday, assisting on all 3 of the USA goals.
We predicted that she would have a breakout event in this World Cup, and she has set herself up to do just that, getting all 3 assists and varying them, 2 on corner kicks and 1 in the run of play. She is looking very, very confident. We don't see that pressure in her eyes that we've seen in World Cups of past.
3 assists, 11 career World Cup assists. She doesn't have to score goals to be effective. Her mere presence out there will create more space for other players in the red, white, and blue of the United States. And USA today, or tonight, will be in white. Nigeria in green. They meet for just the 3rd time in their lifetime history. Julie Foudy over the ball. Team captain Florence Omogbemi is the Nigerian captain. This game is underway. Shannon Box will send it long. Precious Dede, goalkeeper, lets it go out of play. Our USA starting lineup with scoring goal is brought to you by Adidas.
And they'll play a 4-4-2, the U.S. will. And in the defense, we talked about this already, 2 rookies, Kat Reddick, Kylie Bivens, both getting their first World Cup starts ever. And in the midfield, the U.S. will play with 4. Shannon Box gets that holding midfield position, flanked by veterans Lillian Foudy and Wagner, her first World Cup start. And up top, it's a 2-front. Parlow and Hamm will work off of each other and try and repeat what they did last game, combining for a goal.
One of the storylines of today, Wendy, to see how the USA does in this formation. They are mostly a 4-4-2 team, but we saw that 4-3-3 on Sunday, and it did work. They can also come out in a 4-5-1. They did that against China earlier this year with Hamm as the lone striker. Nigeria's starting lineups are coming up. They're being brought to you by Hyundai, and Precious Dede is in goal. Expect a lot of players back.
And they're going to be in a very defensive posture, 4-5-1. In the defense, they're keeping an eye on number 6, Ajayi. She's a good organizer, but she's holding a yellow card. If she gets another, she won't play in the next match. In the midfield, watch for number 17, Omogbemi. She's the team captain. She's tough and very athletic, sometimes a little out of control. And up top, number 10, Akide, the lone front runner, can find the back of the net. She's strong and fast, lacks a little technique, but makes up for it, again, in athleticism.
Akide and Omogbemi, teammates of Julie Foudy in the WWC San Diego Spirit days. Mercy Akide, certainly the player to watch. She scored against the USA in the 2000 Olympics. We'd like to thank Toshiba and all of our sponsors for allowing us to bring you the FIFA Women's World Cup without interruption. Well, we'll see how Nigeria plays today against the USA. All the newspaper talk indicated this would be a rough one, and why not? Past history certainly shows that, and the Nigerians came out with 22 fouls the other day in the first game. That was ugly, some of those statistics. 22 fouls, 18 in the first half, but 29 fouls against the USA when they played them in the last World Cup. Ali Wagner will play it forward, and now it's cleared away by Nigeria to the halfway line and beyond. Settled by Kate Sobrero. Pushing it on that left sideline. And it's played forward by Reddick. Goes out of play. And Nigeria will boot this one up and out. USA will have a throw-in the 3rd minute. And it'll be a long one. Flicked over. Contact in the box. Play continues on. Headed strongly forward by Sobrero. And now Nigeria gets it.
You can tell already that Nigeria is really focusing on trying to get the ball up in the U.S.'s defensive end as quick as possible. They're actually doing a very good job on connecting on the clearances. Everything is just boom, one touch high and wide. That one a little too high and wide.
Jai cleared it out. Nigeria will break that up. This could be a tough one to officiate. In that game that we talked about, the 29 fouls, a few years back, USA only had 3 fouls.
And we know from the start that this was going to be a tough matchup. Here's Coyote on Parlo, just throwing her down there. Parlo using a little bit of her momentum to go down, does not get the call, but we'll be seeing a lot of that all match.
And Bemi's clearance is blocked and will be blocked out for a goal kick. 3 changes for this USA team from Sunday's game. Abby Wambach not in the starting lineup because of the change in formation, but that doesn't mean that anyone's down on her. It's just different tactics for this game.
No question, April Heinrichs was very proud of the play out of Abby Wambach for her first World Cup game ever to have such an impact. Very pleased with her. It's just a matter of managing her body and her fatigue.
That one goes out for another throw-in. That is Wambach and Brandy Chastain right beside her, trying to lend some vocal support from the bench. There's some more contact, penalty kick. The referee has pointed to the spot. And what a horrible way for Nigeria to start as Parlo was decked.
This is the second time that Parlo gets fouled here. Just gets sandwiched in there. And Omogbemi gets up and is very surprised. You can tell the referee's trying to keep an eye on this and right from the start. And Parlo's still trying to shake it off. She's obviously hurting a little bit.
5th minute. Mia Hamm is ready. On the shot. And a goal.
Here's the foul. Parlo gets sandwiched by 2 players there. Coyote and Omogbemi. Mia Hamm steps up with authority. Dede moves right. Hamm shifts it by her with a nice solid shot to the low post.
Back the other way comes Cindy Parlo. Interesting that Mia Hamm did take that penalty kick. A few players are given that option of taking it. Joy Fawcett certainly is one of those. So for Mia to step up there and take it shows a little bit of confidence there, not shirking that responsibility.
Again, this is the foul. You can see the line there identifying that was inside the box. And the referee trying to get the situation under control from the outset. Everybody's been talking about this match, that there'll be a slew of fouls. Will the U.S. come out of this without any injuries? If they come out with an injury, they start to have a depth problem.
This is Foudy trying to slip it through. The idea is to use speed of play. 1 touch, 2 touch. Let the ball move and make Nigeria chase.
Nigeria is very, very athletic, and they're going to close down very quickly, but they're a bit reckless at times. So as you said, JP, the U.S. is going to try and move the ball very, very quickly so that they don't allow themselves to get in a position to be hammered.
Ball is dropped back towards Foudy at the flex free. Parlo flags up against the U.S. Mia Hamm on the PK. Her first World Cup goal after getting 3 assists in game 1 and goal number 143 internationally. The most in the men's or women's game internationally. Off the chest. That was off Sobrero. It comes back. Nigeria trying to push up. Patience Abre. Over on that left side. That pass from Mbachu is deflected out for a Nigerian corner kick. And the story making sure everyone marks up, has an area to cover or a player. Mbachu's corner, driven across and one in the air. Good defensive header, won by Parlo. And it's sent long over by Anastori. It goes on to play.
JP, you talk about the organization that Brandon Scurry was doing, and also look down and saw Parlo. Come back to it 1 sec. There's Mia Hamm there, finishing very nicely, just with confidence, as you said, JP. You can see it in her eyes. She says, bring it on. Putting her team in a great position at the very beginning of the match. I was commenting before, Parlo, I watched her, she called Foudy back to mark the player up that was in front of her, allowing her to have free reign to attack that ball for the clearance on the corner kick.
Parlo's presence in the air, strong on defense as well as offense. This is Fawcett, paired now in the center with Kate Sobrero. Joyce said it didn't matter who they put there, she would trust that teammate. Yesterday's media briefing, they used the word trust a lot. Two players going in hard on that tackle. Nigeria wins it, and this time the U.S. fouls. Just shy of the halfway line. Maureen Mamdou, one of 3 changes Nigeria's made from game 1. They brought in Abre and Okosiemi as well, 2 experienced players who did not get the start in that opening match. It is Nigeria's ball. Free kick. They'll play it short. Headed for Mamdou, broken up. Foudy gave it up. Ali Wagner made her World Cup debut on Sunday as a sub, starting today. Here's the long ball towards Ham, and it's cut off. Well read by Florence Omogbemi, playing in her 4th World Cup. Really was after it, it's cleared away. Nigeria, one of 8 teams playing in all 4 World Cups. It'll be a Christine Lilly throw-in. Lilly getting it back on the left foot. Parlo plays it back outside. Kylie Bivens, right side of Parlo. They're teammates with Atlanta. Ball played across, too long for Foudy. And racing after was Ali Wagner, but she couldn't catch up to it in the 11th minute. Nothing USA on a Mia Hamm penalty kick. It came in the 6th minute. Forward by the U.S. It was Fox, and now taken down by Nigeria. They look to clear it. It goes out of play. Right inside, and that's coming out. Foudy couldn't get to it. Wagner allowed to turn. Here's Kylie Bivens, who likes to push up. Plays it inside, a header. Nice one. Mia Hamm got the head to it. Dede made the save.
Nice ball here by Bivens. Look at Hamm just attacking it. Fortunately, it was just a little bit too far out of a range for a first-time finish, but Parlo had the supporting run behind, running right towards Dede, and almost got a flick on it.
Penalty kick goal for Hamm makes it 4 for 4 for the USA in World Cup play. Free kick coming up for the United States. Mia Hamm with it. Precious Dede taking a look. This is Hamm striking it hard for Parlo, and it went in. That's incredible.
And the free kick here, Hamm serves it in, and Dede touches it there with the pressure of Parlo. She felt Parlo coming on her. And again, just nice deep serve by Hamm there. Hey, why not? Ball's in the back of the net.
That's her goal now. Doesn't look like to me from that far out she's looking to the upper corner. I think she's looking at Parlo, right?
No, she was looking for Parlo, absolutely. I mean, that wasn't a hard shot. That was just a nice technique on a good serve across the box.
Dede's going to get that. This ball played long now, and Nigeria already in a hole. At the '99 World Cup, they scored first. The USA scored 7 unanswered goals. Omogbemi with it. The worst possible start for Nigeria, giving up a penalty kick and then a goal from long distance. USA up 2-0. Wagner sending it long. Into the corner it goes, right by the flag. Hamm looks to set it up, and it's skimmed the top of the crossbar. Can you say hat trick?
She
She almost tucked that in right under the crossbar. I felt like she was looking for Foudy. But hey, you know what? Put it out there where it's dangerous. Ball across there. Just skims the crossbar.
Mia Hamm, 3 assists on Sunday, 2 goals here tonight. Trying to step it up in what most people feel will be her last World Cup.
And JP, after the first match, she got her 3 assists, like you said. And the word from the coaching staff was they were going to have a talk with her and say, okay, that part of your game looks great. Now be a little more unselfish. And I'll tell you what, is she coachable? You can just see the confidence in her eyes. She obviously has responded to that with 2 quick goals.
Kocha plays it forward. Here comes Nigeria with a chance. Hastens over with a shot, save, scoring, rebound, goal! Mbachu! And the flag was up on the opposite side. They'll wave it off. Oh, tough break for Nigeria. Unless the referee overruled it. No. Goal kick for Scurry. No goal.
There's a look here. A little bit of a gap there in the center of the defense. Alvarez just juking there. And it's Mbachu that follows up with the shot on the goal, but the goal was called back.
Yep. If the goal had been scored on the original shot, it would have stood. She would have been passive offside, but she was seeking an advantage, had an advantage, and when that ball came to her, she was in the offside position. So it was a good call.
Well, JP, I think that we've just noticed, maybe the missing Brandy Chastain's leadership back there in the center of the defense. Very rarely do you see a team come straight down the center dribbling into the U.S. defense, and we saw it on that occasion.
You talk about the Nigerian good qualities, you talk about their speed and their athleticism. We saw it both there.
And one of the keys for Nigeria is to get themselves into those 1v1 situations on the attack. Here's Foudy going in here. Looked like maybe she got the wind knocked out of her.
Well, Nigeria could have made that one interesting had that goal counted. Would have been a 2-1 game. Still 2-0 USA. Trying to come back and defend here. Joy Fawcett was back there looking for some help. Intended for Parlo on the sideline. And then Foudy blasted it away. Off Chichin. Foudy will win it now for Shannon Box. Kate Sabrell. Fawcett in the center. Right side, Cindy Parlo. And that one got away from Mia Hamm. It was marked up by Coyote. Omebemi plays it wide to the right. USA picking up a little bit here in the pressure. Hamm was going after Omebemi. Now Lily trying to force a turnover. Not only does she, but she kept it in play. Wagner tried to put it to the right foot. And was broken up by Nigeria. And that ball is cleared back the other way. Still got to respect the Nigerian speed and their ability to counter. So you don't want to get caught pushing too many players upfield, especially with a player like Akide, who's a game breaker. Nigeria winning on that tackle. That's Akide, number 10. It's played back and then sent forward. But Fawcett intercepts. What a hard challenge that was. But the ball was won, cleared up by Nigeria. Let's get an update from Tisha Polk on the sidelines. Tish.
Thanks, JP. From down here, it looks pretty much like a dogfight out there. It's not going to be a pretty game, I don't think. I think the U.S. expected that coming in. But, they're not complaining because 2 of those fouls have led to 2 U.S. goals. So it's working in their favor right now, but there's going to be some bruised bodies tomorrow. JP?
Thanks, Tish. Get the ice bags ready. This one's blocked. Referee's assistant had the flag up on that side, but helping out to call a foul, apparently. USA free kick.
An example of what Tisha's talking about. Cindy Parlo's probably going to have a few bruises on her body. Taking it for the team here, because again, every time the U.S. gets a free kick in and around the box, they're dangerous.
Hamm is ready for this free kick. 2 in the wall for Nigeria as they back it up. On the whistle, Hamm drives it across, headed straight up the middle. And the U.S. lost that chance, and now they must hurry back as Nigeria flies down the wing. Mercy Akide They call her marvelous. She'll run it down the right flank. Try to cut inside. Akide plays it back. Nigeria. Now you see the USA have everybody back. Everybody back. 19th minute. USA leading by the score of 2-0 versus Nigeria. Winner or draw puts the USA on top of Group A after Sweden had beaten North Korea in Game 1. 1-0 on a victorious Svensson goal. USA out shooting. The Nigerians have had more scoring chances and have taken advantage on the penalty kick and the free kick as well. 9 fouls in this game. I think the surprising note is that it's only 5-4. As we mentioned before, 99, it was 29-3 in terms of the fouls. So the USA know they have to be aggressive too. Nigeria tried to play it wide right, and they run out of room. Here comes the U.S. with Wagner. Pushing it out wide on the flank. All over touch back to Fox. She got hit. Trying to reverse it. From Machu. And that should be a dangerous play, and it is. Sunday, the USA wraps up their first round of the FIFA Women's World Cup against North Korea. That's 3:30 on ABC live from Columbus, Ohio. We invite you to join us for full coverage. And Machu plays it long. Wanted Kocha. Instead, Okasiemi plays it out wide to the right. Albre looking inside, and that one goes too long. Akita was looking for Albre. In Group A right now, USA's on top with North Korea and Sweden all with 3 points. Goal differential could be large in this one. We'll find out on Sunday. But right now, it's a win or a draw, and the USA's on top of the group with 1 more game to go. You could end up with all 3 teams. 6 points. If Sweden beats Nigeria, USA wins here. And then if North Korea were to beat the United States, goal differential is the first tiebreaker. Kocha was broken up. Bowdy will play it over quickly. Lilly. Early service was looking for Ham, and McBenney deflected it away. And Kocha on this left side. Coyote will play it across, and Bivens will intercept it. And this ball is going to roll out of play. Rob Stone has an update for us in the studio. Rob.
JP, we take you out to the Home Depot Center. Group D action. Soccer special teams important. Look at the poor wall work by Ghana. Marina Sayenko splits them, puts it in. 1-0 Russia in the 36th minute.
And Russia looking for their 2nd straight win. Thanks, Rob. Russia was at that last World Cup for the first time and trying to make it into the quarterfinals this time around. It's Nigeria's ball on a free kick near hand. It has scored 2 goals. If you're just joining us, USA leading 2-0. That's Chichin, youngest player at the last World Cup. Will play it long. Settled there on the right side by Ajayi. Patience Albre. Out wide. Sent inside. Deadened right there. Okasiemi got there a little late. But Nigeria is able to keep it. And then Wagner with a block. Okasiemi does well. Still going. Takes the shot, but it's high and wide. She was the one that scored against the USA in World Cup 99.
JP, we're seeing Nigeria's athleticism. They love getting in 1v1 battles. They don't need a lot of time and space in order to play the ball.
Ryan Scurry, 16 straight wins for the USA, unbeaten in her last 32 starts. Will put it back into play. Patience Aubrey off a touch. Kat Reddick will clear. Reddick came in as a sub for Brandy Chastain. Played central defense on Sunday, playing on the flank tonight. With Seguro moving into the middle. Fawcett off Akide. The referee's whistle will stop play. It's going to be Nigeria's ball. Shannon Boxer has scored goals in 3 straight matches. She scored in her World Cup debut. Only a handful of players have scored in their World Cup debut. Wendy, can you name 2 of them?
Michelle Akers and Karen Guevara.
No, you're one of them. You and Tish, yeah. My
Tish
2 partners.
See, we're so modest. We
I
just
thought
like
that
to
was
deflect.
an easy one. Yeah.
You know?
You and Tisha.
Always trying to deflect. It's about the team, JP, not
Okay.
about the self.
Okay, do you remember that goal?
Oh, yeah, I do.
24th minute. USA leading.
Fun memory.
Goes back to the 1991 World Cup. Tisha Hoke scored hers in 95. Shannon Box playing it up. Gotta thank my friend Peter Hurt from the Elias Stats Bureau for that note. Into the corner it comes, knocked away. Out it goes for a throw-in. '25th minute. USA up by 2. 2 goals by Mia Hamm to go along with her 3 assists so far in this tournament. On the long throw for Parlo. Shinzabre gets it, and it's coming right back inside. And Precious Dede lets it bounce out. It'll be a goal kick for Dede, who is playing in her 14th international tonight. 9:55 at ESPN2. We've got China versus Australia from the Home Depot Center, Carson, California. China hoping to get back into the final this time around, but with better success. Intended for Akide. Shannon Box. Now it was Okasiemi making the stop there. Into the middle it goes for Foudy. Back for Sobrero. Switch to the right for Kylie Bivens. Nigeria will take advantage of a giveaway from Bivens. Pushed upfield. And there's Joy Fawcett with a good read. And a clearance. Nigeria getting it back to Omagbemi. She's played in every World Cup match that Nigeria has played in. This is her 12th. She'll switch and she'll run out of room. Rachel Heinrichs on that USA bench. They tell us this field is about 68 yards wide, home of the Philadelphia Eagles, and about 115 long. Strangely enough, the Eagles haven't won here this year. Preseason or regular season. Here's Story with a clearance. Intended for Parlo. He's got a Nigerian player down at the halfway line. Bivens with it. She should touch it out, and she does. So they can check on the injured player. I believe it's Madu. Nigeria's head coach Sam Okpodu, 3-time All-American at NC State. It'll take time for him to get Nigeria the way he wants them to be, but he was excited about taking over his native team. He being a former Nigerian international himself, and a very good player, Wendy, in his own right.
An amazing player, actually. Here's Kylie Bivens. Been under a little bit of pressure today. Has seemed fairly confident, but had a few miscues.
It's going to be Nigeria's ball when we come back. And they give it back to the USA. Again, good sportsmanship. Should have done that. Sobrero will play it over. 28th minute. 2 goals from Mia Hamm. USA up 2-0. Trying to stand alone on the top of Group A with 1 match to go. That'll be Sunday in this opening round, that is. Chijin carries it. Okasiemi lost it. Hamm has it tackled away. It'll be a throw-in for the USA, and it's Parlo very quickly to Hamm. She'll cross it in front. Dede comes out, got a piece, and got the rest. That was a brave save. And she's hurt because of it.
Both Dede and Lily shook up. Quick start here. Mia Hamm, beautiful volley across. She feels the pressure coming on. Hey, why not put it into the mix? And there's Lily going in on Day. Both of them a bit shook up. Day has to come out and make that play because there's Lily flying through the air to try and just get a piece of it.
Well, they're tending now to Precious Day, the 23-year-old goalkeeper. It is a 2-0 lead for the USA. Mia Hamm has scored both of those goals, so she's now tied as the points leader in this tournament.
And she steps up and hits the PK there with a ton of confidence, as you said, JP. She's one of the players that would take them. And on the free kick there, she just, hey, send it into the mix with a long serve. Day mishandles it with Carlo's pressure.
She's in charge of that huddle. And you can tell she is really fired up emotionally for this game, and we've been saying it all along for this tournament.
You know, JP, we talked about it at the beginning of the first match, that she was poised to have a breakout event. Everything's going great for her in her life. She's confident. She's happy, as Tish said in the last game, and she's having a ton of fun. She's playing on top of her game, and you can really see it. She's assisting, and now she's finding the back of the net. She's an absolute complete player.
Nigeria will have a free kick coming up. USA up by a couple in the 30th minute. Mercy Akide trying to beat a couple of defenders. She can do that in strength alone, but she's also very speedy and has a nice finishing touch. On this left sideline, Nigeria look up the wing. The intention was for Mpocha, but it goes out. It's still going to belong to Nigeria. Chachin with a throw-in. Bivens getting in the way of that, and it will result in a USA goal kick. Jerry Foster was saying yesterday that this is her last World Cup. She told her kids, enjoy it. And at 35, you would expect that this would be, but she's still playing at a very high level.
Yeah, she is just amazing. You know, you can't say enough about Joy Fawcett, really. And she doesn't get as much credit as she deserves, but she is really the solid player, game in, game out. Never anything to complain about with Joy, and she continues to want to learn. Even after all these years, she just soaks up new information.
Ball comes back to Dede in goal. And the story so far today with a couple of goals. One on the penalty kick that gave her team the lead initially, and then another one on a free kick where it looked like she was passing for Parlo, but it ended up going through the hands of the goalkeeper, Dede. Off the USA throw-in, off Parlo. Parlo, for someone 5'11", has really taken some hits here in this first half. But she bounces off of them. Is on the chase, played back by Chachin to Omodbemi, all the way across to Ajayi, number 6 on the ball for Nigeria. Nigeria come into this tournament with 11 players from their last World Cup squad. Scully takes it. Nigeria made it to the quarterfinals back in '99 and probably played the most entertaining game of all, losing to Brazil by 1 goal. Had to be the most entertaining game of that last World Cup, the one that certainly we remember, with Nigeria down and coming back. Here's the long ball from the U.S. and too ambitious, going wide of goal. Nigeria on the right, and that's picked off. U.S. on the attack. Lily brought down. Foul is called. Scoring chances 8-1 for the USA. The possession surprisingly in Nigeria's favor, and the foul count surprisingly on the USA's side. That's an unexpected storyline, at least for now.
It'll be fun to track that for the entire match. The possession thing doesn't really surprise me because Nigeria gets the ball and they touch, so they try and keep it.
By mistake, they didn't call the foul there. They called the corner kick, and it's the first one for the U.S. They will go short. And it's cleared away from Mia Hamm. Look at this race. Side by side, and then Hamm won the ball on the tackle. And it comes back the other way.
JP, I've talked about Mia Hamm and talked about her game, and what I failed to mention in my last comment, because it was getting so lengthy, was that what is making her the most complete player ever is that she's playing team defense, and she's working so hard all over the field. She doesn't even look like she's played 90 minutes against Sweden a couple days ago. That was her that tracked back to make the play here, and this was a critical play because this was being set up possibly for a counterattack. There's a Kaye tracking that ball down and looked like she had Mia Hamm beat in a foot race.
The run back alone was impressive, let alone the commitment to win the ball. And then winning it besides. Kylie Bivens on the free kick, making her World Cup debut. She starts in game 2. Puts it up there. And it's going to be headed wide, but deflected by Nigeria. Corner kick, second one for the USA. Foudy with that attempt. Mia Hamm has been taking the corners since this World Cup began. She's ready for another. Although Christine Lilly's coming over there as well. Here's Hamm, a driven ball across into the air, Cindy Parlow. And apparently that one was deflected as well. So it's another corner. Tough for Nigeria to react when a ball is struck that well and that hard by Hamm, finding a target like Parlow. Hamm is ready to deliver another. Joy Fawcett good in the air. She's up for this. Bit of a false start there. They'll try it again. Hamm again. This one towards the back post, but that drifted away from Shannon Box, and it goes out of play. Nigeria trying to come back, but they don't have the numbers right now. Now they push up, but it's a dangerous play on the foul. USA's ball quickly struck by Wagner for Hamm, and Nigeria gives up another corner kick. Can't afford to give up these corners and free kicks to the U.S. because they're so good at them. Fourth corner kick coming up, and this time they go short. Hamm delivers to Lilly. Left-footed shot, save. There's a rebound, and Dede's got it. She deadened that ball just enough so she could come out and grasp it.
Wow, if you give Lilly this type of time, look at this ball. There's no spin on that ball. That thing is knuckling in there. And Joy Fawcett was almost at the right place for a deflection.
At the very least, Joy was a great distraction there. The scoring chances incredibly in the USA's favor. But you would have thought that it would be fairly lopsided if the USA was on their game offensively. And they are.
There's Lilly going in here trying to make a defensive play there on Avre.
Nigeria trying to play it up for Akide. Kocha. She'll settle it. Avre is to the right. That ball is delivered to Patience Avre. She'll serve it up. Cleared away. Bivens and Hamm run into each other. The Shannon Box clearance nearly resulted in a break, but the ball went out. A lot of USA support in the stands here tonight. Building up. Hoping to see this team advance. If the USA does, they will play in every one of the 6 World Cup venues, culminating at the Home Depot Center, October 12th on ABC Sports. But they have to get there first. And McVinney will clear it away from Fawcett. On this left side. Mbachu broken up. And the ball will go out for a throw-in.
Talked about Bivens. She's got great physical presence, not minding going in there on Mbachu. Make sure that she covers her teammates in a 1v1 duel.
After deflection, that one rides up over Ryan Asturian out of play. Bivens, you'd have to say, a surprise starter today, even in the different formation at 4-4-2, but it seems like April Heinrichs wanted to have some good play attack-wise, from the flank defense, and you've got Reddick left and Bivens right.
Right, and we talked about this at the top of the show, but Kat Reddick went in for Brandi Chastain, but actually is regarded as one of the best outside backs that the U.S. has. So comfortable in both positions. They've really got a lot of depth and allows them to kind of shift things around.
Meanwhile, Abby Wambach looks on Brandi Chastain. Shannon McMillan, can't see her now, but she was to the right of Wambach. 3 different starters for this USA squad in Game 2 as April Heinrichs tries to use more of the roster. And she does have some injuries to deal with, so it's not that easy to get everybody some time. And Botcher with it, playing it back. Fawcett defends and forces another turnover. Bivens with a quick throw in. Bowdy was going after that ball. Okasiemi was right on it. 40th minute. Some good energy, good pacing to this game from both sides. Free kick for Bivens. Kylie Bivens drives it up. Parlow looked like she wanted to flick it on and does. Dede came out and cleared it. Off a missed kick. That one's going to go wide, but Dede got out there in a hurry. And out it goes. It's a throw-in for Nigeria. Precious Dede, very quick, very athletic. She gets to be Nigeria's #1 goalkeeper for this tournament. Hara is the backup. She was the starter in '99. Lilly plays it back. Off of Sobrero, awkward touch. Here's Nigeria on the attack. Into the box it goes, and it went wide. Off Avre's shot. 3 USA players were back there to defend. Kylie Bivens making her World Cup debut, starting as a right back.
And Troy Fawcett said she trusts Kylie in this role. Almost setting up a goal there, going in hard on a tackle. She's known for her physical presence. Also loves to get up onto the attack, but she's going to be a bit conservative probably in that role in today's match.
She's an all WSA second team selection this year, playing for the Atlanta Beats. Not only a surprise starter today, but like Shannon Box, a surprise person named to this World Cup squad.
And JP, she can thank the WSA for having an environment to compete in and play in, day out.
Certainly put her on the radar screen. Here's Ham. This is about where she scored the goal from when she was looking for Parlow. Maybe a tad behind, but seems like it was about that distance. Ham is ready. 42nd minute. She'll do the same. Lofting it up. Dede got a piece of that and cleared it. That one was closer to Julie Foudy to throw in for the USA. Ali Wagner. It's brought down by Nigeria. Patience Avre will clear it out. Avre in her 3rd World Cup. Foudy. Pass got away. She'll try it again. To the halfway line for Sobrero. Looked too long, but it's not, because Lilly ran it down, and it's going to be tackled out for a corner kick for the USA. Their 5th one. Jai was the player down after that challenge. So it's another corner for the U.S. Got a player short and others ready for a long one, and it is long. Swung inside, off one deflection, Dede's got it. 43rd minute, USA 2. Nigeria, no score. Looked like that was Foudy's attempt on the last one in the air. Kat Reddick chasing it down. And she's unable to save it. It's a Nigeria throw in. Reddick, the only collegiate player on this World Cup roster. Switched across, but Bivens was there to stop it. Foudy's pass up to Wagner. Intercepted. Okasiemi. The ball struck wide to that right side. Madhu is after it. Ajayi plays it wide right. We're in the 44th minute. 2 Ham goals, the difference right now, scoring-wise. The first 2 of this tournament. Sobrero clearing it. Gathered in by Bivens. Harlow. And that one goes out. Bivens throwing to Fawcett. Sobrero. Box. Lillick with a cross. It's behind a couple of players. Box kept it alive. Look out there, Dede! Had to grab it, and instead, teammate knocks it out. It's thrown for the USA deep. And if you're Nigeria, 2-0 is not all that bad right now if you can go in at halftime, but can't give up a third goal here. 1 minute will be added on. Not quite there yet. Harlow. Outside, Bivens. Holding. Right side to Foudy. Foudy stays with it. Double fakes. Finds an inside player, but it's broken up. And was the target again. Here in the final minute of the first half. We'll talk about young guns and Sweden's play in that last game in Ghana versus Russia. Coming up at halftime, Rob Stone and Heather Mitz take things over in the studio. One goes out, and again, an all-out commitment from the 2 players there. Mia Hamm was there.
Hamm, again, just chasing everything down. She doesn't want to leave anything out there on the field.
Hamm with 2 goals. It's her first 2-goal performance in a World Cup. And her 7th and 8th goals. Trailing only Michelle Akers all-time in the USA. She had 6 coming in with Milbert and Lillick after Christine had scored on Sunday. Off the deflection, Nigeria will take it. Stoppage time nearly over as well. Box with it. At the halfway line, it's cut back to Shannon Box. She'll just play it back. Sobrero, not a lot on that ball, but Reddick got rid of it, and that's it for the first half of play. A couple of early goals for Mia Hamm, one in the 6th minute and a penalty kick, and one in the 13th minute, making the most of her 16 touches and her 4 shots. 2 of them found their way to the back of the net. Rob Stone, Heather Mitz coming up next. USA leads Nigeria 2-0. ABC and ESPN, official broadcast partners of FIFA World Cup and Major League Soccer.
Be strong.
Girls aren't supposed to play soccer.
Work hard.
You just can't take no for an answer.
And fight for your dreams. Bend it like Beckham. Only DVD or video Tuesday.
Oh, look, it's the guy who falls.
Fall now.
Oh, I don't really do that anymore. It's not like I got that insurance.
What insurance?
Aflac. They pay you cash if you can't work when you get hurt. Not that I ever do. Aisle 5 under lingerie.
Price check!
Aflac. Ask about it at work.
Aflac.
For the journalists who are covering the world's most challenging sporting event for women, Toshiba is supplying PCs to the tournament organizing committee to help them report the news while it's hot. Toshiba, proud to be supporting the FIFA Women's World Cup as official IT partner. Toshiba.
Why do I rent from Enterprise? Because having the right car or truck makes all the difference. Sweetheart, your honey-do list just got a little bit longer. Sorry.
Pick Enterprise. We'll pick you up.
It's a tough job.
Welcome to the Sheriff's Department.
And these tough guys
I'm your training officer. If you die, it is my fault.
will handle almost anything the street throws at them. Tenny, Officers on Duty, a new drama, ABC Sunday, 8/7 Central.
At the Samsung World Championship, watch the world's top 20 players face the toughest hazards. Each other. Catch the excitement as defending champion Annika Sorenstam and 19 of the world's best players like Julie Inkster, Sayri Pak, and Grace Park do battle at the challenging TPC at the Woodlands Resort. The hazards reveal themselves October 6th through the 12th. For tickets, call 888-345-LPGA.
The 2004s are coming, and all 2003s must go. During our Model Year Closeout Super Sale at the all-new Westside Kia in Katy. Pay just $10,495 on new Westside Kia Spectrum. Or pay just $16,495 on new Westside Kia Sedona. And pay just $17,495 on new Westside Kia Sorento. Plus, every Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. So come get your Kia in Katy and save big during our Model Year Closeout Super Sale at the all-new Westside Kia in Katy. Welcome to the Canon Halftime Report, brought to you by Canon. With thousands of products and one simple idea, giving people know-how. Canon know-how.
And glad you're with us for the Canon Halftime Report alongside Heather Mitz. I'm Rob Stone. When April Heinrichs came in and took over the U.S. women's national team, she basically made it clear, hey, nobody's job is safe. Veterans were cleared out and a lot of youngsters were brought in. Well, there are 8 new U.S. World Cup debutantes on her roster for this tournament, plus 3 Maine young guns.
As veteran players, when we step off the field, we feel extremely confident about the future of this game.
When you see these young kids now coming in, they're confident. They've been playing with national teams. They know the system. They've been playing in big events, and it makes all the difference in the world.
With Kat Reddick in the back and Allie in the midfield, I think they've held their own and actually have excelled at the position that they're playing in.
As one of the squad's rising stars, Allie Wagner led the national team in assists last year and is considered by many to be the most gifted playmaker the U.S. has ever produced.
What sets Allie apart from any of the other players on her team is her vision and passing prowess.
The amount of composure that she has at such a young age on the ball. She's never frantic when she receives it, and she's great at the final pass, which I think has been missing from this team for a while.
At 5'10", Abby Wambach's score-making abilities led her to the WWC's Rookie of the Year award in 2002, as she led her team in goals, assists, and points.
Oh gosh, Abby Wambach, I mean, try to defend her. I feel like sometimes I'm running with her and she has like her hand out on my head and I'm just like swinging, I can't get to her. She's just so strong and she's so good in the air, and she's one of the best finishers I've seen.
I bring a lot of physical aspects to the game, pretty big dominance in the air, and you know, just whenever I get the opportunity, try to finish my chances.
Most recently, Abby drove her team, the Washington Freedom, to victory in the 2003 Founders Cup, scoring the game-winning goal.
I love what I do. You know, I have a smile on my face going to practice every day, and you know, even though it's hard work, it's worth it.
As a defender, Kat Reddick has amassed 34 caps and was the captain of the under-21 women's national team.
Catherine is emerging as one of the top defenders in the country. She's one of the few players that can really hit a ball about 60 yards from the back line, which no one else can do on this team.
It's great to have them on our team because they just keep getting better and better, and they can do things at 18 that I can't even do now.
And Heather, not always easy for these young Turks to blend in with these vets.
Well, Abby Wambach will be one of the first players to tell you that she used to idolize Mia Hamm. Now they play with one another and for one another.
And expect Abby in the second half. I want to remind you that during FIFA World Cup 2003, Adidas will be giving away an official game ball from every game. For your chance to win, just log on to adidas.com/ball and enter. Time for your Aflac trivia question. And who was the only U.S. player to start every World Cup match in 1991, 95, and 99? That answer when the Canon Halftime Report returns.
Welcome aboard. Please turn off all unapproved electronic devices. The captain expects frequent turbulence, so please remain seated at all times. And we do anticipate a late arrival. Thank you.
The Hyundai Santa Fe, with America's best warranty. 10 years, 100,000 miles. When you upgrade your travel plans, you win. Hyundai is an official partner of the FIFA Women's World Cup.
You saw your organization's color needs increasing. You knew that adding more single-function color laser printers wasn't going to cut the mustard. You knew it was time to turn to Canon for its color solutions. Now, my friend, it's time to reap the rewards.
Every few years, the FIFA World Cup needs a communications network that handles anything throw at it. Where do you find a network like that? In the state of Avaya. We built a network that juggles, converges voice and data, and thousands of IP calls a day. That's why the world's largest sporting event called on Avaya Global Services again. We shoot, we score, you win. Reach Avaya, a higher plane of communication.
Welcome back to NFL Football on Parade.
Up next, the Young Guns.
Aaron Brooks, David Carr, Dante Culpepper, Byron Leftwich.
Are they wearing chaps?
Sunday NFL Countdown, presented by Old Spice. Sundays at 11 on ESPN.
And welcome back to the Cannon Halftime Report. One game already in the can today. We send you back to Philadelphia for highlights of Sweden taking on North Korea. Zip, must-win game for Sweden. And how about Victoria Svensson, her second goal of the Cup?
And Svensson was not only created a chance today, but capitalizes on this one.
Late stages, the Swedes holding on. North Korea in desperate need for a finish. Good team defense by Sweden as they hold on for the 1-0 victory and earn their first win of this World Cup. We take you now, Ghana, Russia, underway now at the Home Depot Center. Scoreless, 36th minute. Marina Sayenko, free kick, 1-0 Russia.
And boy, if this isn't your goalkeeper's worst nightmare when your wall falls apart like that.
And then just seconds ago, early stages of the second half, Natalia Barbatina. Good stick-to-itiveness, youngster. 2-0 Russia, early stages of the second. Another game coming your way from that group and the Home Depot Center later tonight, 9:55 Eastern. Australia taking on 1999 Women's World Cup runner-up China right here on ESPN2. And time to put the bow on your Aflac trivia question. Who was the only U.S. player to start every World Cup match in 1991, 95, and 99? My girl Heather Mitch knows this answer.
I know it this time.
Give it to me.
Carla Overbeck.
Absolutely. Legendary U.S. captain Carla Overbeck, no longer with the team right now. Mia Hamm has 2 goals. Whoop, little misplay there by the keeper. State's up 2-0. We'll send it back to Philly after this.
Get into it.
Lemonade, Mr. Long?
Sure.
That'll be $15.
For lemonade?
Well, you got your $2 basic charge, pourings extra, seed removal, and you do want it cool, right, Mr. Long?
Sound like your cable company? With Dish Network TV from Radio Shack, you get a 30-day satisfaction guarantee, digital quality RCA equipment, and 2 rooms with a digital video recorder or 3 rooms free. Dish Network TV.
I bet this isn't the end of your price increases.
Radio Shack.
Okay, remember, Kathy's not crazy about you, so be cool.
Look, if I say anything stupid, just kick me.
Hey, hi! How are you doing? Good.
So, Kathy, is it just me, or have you put on weight?
Bud Light, proud sponsor of Julie Foudy and the U.S. Women's National Team.
Burger and a Bud Light?
It's just a game packed with moments that decide championships. It's not just baseball, it's the playoffs. The Division Series begins Tuesday at 1 and 4 on ESPN.
Time Warner Digital Cable gives you the power to control movies.
Break out the heat. Jackpot. Who are you? Taiwanese intelligence.
Start the action in an instant. Control it with your remote. Brace yourself and order Cradle to the Grave for only $3.95 and control it for up to 24 hours. iControl from Time Warner Digital Cable.
It was fast. We made it faster. It was smart. We made it smarter. Until it was as close to perfect as it's ever come. And that's saying something. Introducing the new, more powerful ES330 at your Houston area Lexus dealer.
ESPN2's coverage of the 2003 FIFA Women's World Cup is brought to you by Bud Light, official beer of the U.S. Women's National Soccer Team. Toshiba, proud to be supporting the FIFA Women's World Cup as official IT partner. Adidas, proud sponsor of FIFA Women's World Cup 2003. Own the ball and you own the game. Avaya, a higher plane of communication. And by Time Warner Cable. Now, anything's possible.
Welcome back, everyone. Second half, moments away. USA leading Nigeria 2-0. Mia Hamm with both goals. I think the biggest surprise, Wendy, from the stats we saw at halftime, possession was even and the foul count was even. Too surprising.
The foul count really does surprise me. We said we'd keep an eye on that because we were a bit shocked that the U.S. had the advantage in that.
And Abby Wambach is going to come in and looked like the replacement was for Allie Wagner. So Mia Hamm has dropped back. It looks like they may still go with two, but with Hamm as an attacking midfielder.
Hamm's very comfortable in that role. She'll support the front runners well, and we know she plays good team defense, so I think that makes a lot of sense.
Nigeria will play up to Abby. That ball is out. Nigeria have not made any changes in the second half, so that's the one change that was made. Here's Wambach. That's knocked away. Let's go downstairs. Tisha Hope, you have something in the substitution.
Yeah, I talked to Coach Palladino. He mentioned, Allie wasn't really involved in this game so much. It's not really her type of game because they're playing so direct, but they thought they'd drop Mia Hamm a little bit deeper into almost the slot that Allie was playing in, and hopefully she can get the ball in that little slot and attack the Nigerian defense. JP?
Thanks, Tish, as that ball is loose and cleared back towards Mia Hamm. This is more of a game, too, for Abby Wambach because it's so physical.
Yeah, she'll do well against these Nigerian defenders, just like Parlo's done. She doesn't mind playing with back to pressure, and that's really helped the U.S. 2 times so far, drawing both fouls for goals.
Another corner kick coming up. Hamm is ready. 2-0 USA lead. Driven across. Header and a goal! Cindy Parlo makes it 3-0.
And it's Hamm to Parlo. And could Nigeria have given Parlo any more room? She's got about 5 to 7 yards there to just focus in on the great serve by Mia Hamm. Hits it into no man's land. That's fairly unsavable there. Hits the side netting. We should point out that Parlo actually drew both fouls on the first 2 goals for Hamm. And now she gets the goal on an assist from Hamm.
Since Sabre with it on the right side, and that one gets away. We'd like to thank Bud Light and all of our sponsors for allowing us to bring you the FIFA Women's World Cup without interruption.
And Parlo again. Look at all this time and space she's got. Boy, that's a huge mistake on Nigeria's part. Parlo's going to finish that. Look at him. She gets so excited every time. Looking over to her bench.
Well, that's another one that she set up. She had the 3 assists on Sunday, and the same kind of a play, finding Parlo in the air off the corner.
Would you call this a breakout event so far?
For her? Sure.
Absolutely, being involved in every single goal. Now she's been called upon to play a different position, dropping into that attacking center midfield position, just in behind Parlo and Wambach.
So in 2 games, and not quite 2 games, obviously, but USA have scored 6 goals, and Ham has either scored it or assisted on all 6.
That's amazing.
U.S. losing possession there. Ham with that assist has become the leader in terms of points so far in this tournament. She'll have some competition in this. Jürgen Prinz coming to mind for Germany after a good start on this World Cup, among others. Here's Wambach to the right side. Ball goes out of play. It belongs to Nigeria. Parlo with 1 goal, and as Wendy mentioned, drawing fouls on the other opportunities that led to USA goals. Ajay with it. Omidbemi. Nigeria, you can't be all that displeased. You gave up 2 early goals. You're unhappy with that, but you go into the locker room. You played pretty even for the last part of it, but then you give one up the first couple of minutes of the second half. Fawcett in the air. USA will try to clear it off Ham. Nigeria losing it, but they get it right back. Okosieme has some help there. Machu, it's going to be knocked out by the USA. Throwing deep here for Nigeria. Mia Hamm assisting or scoring on all these goals and playing in what she says will be her last World Cup. Points leader now, thanks to tonight. There's a ball played up. And Nigeria will cut it back. Nope, it was out. Meanwhile, Tiffany Milford is warming up for the USA. At some point in a physical game, you would think that April Heinrichs would like to rest some players, and Mia Hamm could be one of them.
Quite possibly also maybe Parlo.
Especially with Wambach being inserted in here. USA has made 1 change. They can make a couple more. On the far side. This ball played across, and Reddick won that one. And try to drop it back for Fawcett. Nigeria capitalizing. Mercy Akide, so strong. And the USA wouldn't let her through. Joy Fawcett said, don't let her turn. That's the best way to play her. If she faces goal, she is very dangerous. The scurry clearance. Intended for Parlo. Cindy Parlo will knock it ahead. Towards Wambach. Parlo now with goals in 2 straight World Cup matches. Shannon Box leaves it off. Sobrero. Now upfield towards Lilly. She's fouled. Restart for the United States. Mia Hamm over the ball. The face of women's soccer. To the left side, Lilly. Nigeria didn't fall for that last fake. Sobrero allowed to play it across. And that ball will go over the end line, despite the efforts of Shannon Box to try to keep it alive. Box getting her 4th consecutive start. Twice in friendlies and now 2 World Cup matches, and proving like she belongs, despite the change in formation.
She does such a great job with her physical presence back there. She doesn't mind any altercation that she goes into. Also, great distributor of the ball, and she's done a very good job in this match in particular in winning all the head balls that come into her area.
53rd minute, USA up 3-0. 2 goals by Ham, 1 by Parlow. Off a corner kick set up by Mia Hamm. Halfway line, USA knocking it forward, and it's going to go out of play. Nigeria will have a throw-in. Faces on the USA bench, who we may see later. Not at the end. Wagner subbed out, and Brandy Chastain, but Shannon McMillan you saw there. At some point during this World Cup, everyone hopes to see her. Physical battle continues. We talked about Nigeria being physical. USA has been very physical tonight as well. They matched foul for foul in the first half. 10 each. Reddick will play it across. That's Fawcett. Kylie Bivens trying to work it up the flank. Florence Omogbemi will stop it there. Nigeria trying to find some space in the flanks, and they're unable to do it. Wambach turns it back upfield. One cut, make it 2. But it's intercepted. Omogbemi reads it well and clears in one motion. Up now for Nigeria, and Akide pushing it back. Akide's not been a factor. USA not allowing her to play.
The U.S. defense has done such a good job of creating 2v1s and, again, not letting the Nigerians get into a foot race or a 1v1 battle with them, because that's where they're really superior.
Here's the long ball towards Wambach. Tied up by Omogbemi. Sunday, USA wraps up their first round of this FIFA Women's World Cup. They'll take on North Korea at 3:30 on ABC Sports. It'll be coming to you live from Columbus, Ohio. Part of a doubleheader there. The flag is up on Patience Aubrey. 55th minute, USA leading in this game, and if this result stands, they will be leading in Group A as well, with one match still to play. We could end up with a big tie at the top of the table on Sunday. Milbert's up by the 4th official, ready to come on. But they've not given permission yet for the switch. Meanwhile, Ajayi is on the sideline, on the field of play, but hurting a bit, stretching. The U.S. will try to move it up, but the flag is up for an offside, and Ajayi got up, and now she's back down again. And there's a second Nigerian player down as well, on the opposite side of the field. So you had 2 players down at once. That was Chijin. 56th minute. Physical play we talked about led to the penalty kick in which Mia Hamm scored.
And Cindy Parlow getting both fouls to set up both goals. At the Open, we talked about the 2 of them working together, trying to pick up where they left off in the first match, and they've certainly done that in today's match.
USA up 3-0. 56th minute. Tiffany Milbert getting ready to come in. We'll see for whom. Nigeria with a long one. Sobrero headed it out. Throw-in coming up for Nigeria. Tiffany Milbert, couple goals away from 100 in her brilliant USA national team career. Arnold playing it up off Wambach. No one followed up. Machu runs out of room on the wing as the ball goes out. And they're going to allow for the substitution. And it is going to be Cindy Parlow who is coming out. Tiffany Milbert will come on, but Parlow got it done at both ends of the field and has her second straight strong performance. Now Tiffany Milbert comes on.
And again, this substitution is, I would say, 2 reasons. One, again, managing Parlow's fatigue. She's played great games in the first 2 matches for the United States, and she needs to be ready to go on Sunday against North Korea. 2, we all saw how Milbert is not on the top of her game. The coaches are committed to trying to get her played back in, and so they're going to give her maybe more time than they normally would. Initially, we had heard maybe 20 minutes a match, but obviously she's getting a little more in both matches so far.
And really, isn't that the only way she'll get game fit?
It's the only way. They got to get her in the matches and get her played in.
Comes on here, 58th minute. Turning and facing goal, using quickness of play. Now it's cleared away by Omegbemi. Milbert scored a couple of goals in that Nigeria match in the World Cup back in '99. Ham touching back, Sobrero back for Mia. Near side, long hard run by Sobrero, but it goes out of play. We've got a follow-up on Tiffany Milbert. Let's go downstairs. Tish.
Thanks, JP. Milbert was warming up here right in front of me, and you know, I think they're giving Parlow a rest a bit. They're going to try to rest as many players as they can here. But she did say this substitute stuff isn't easy, so she's not quite used to being a substitute. But I think we'll see a spark out of her. JP. That's interesting because the role, Wendy, does change.
Well, it does. I mean, it's tough for a player who for so many years has started for this U.S. squad to come off the bench. She needs to, you know, obviously winning the World Cup takes all 20 players, and she needs to understand that that's her role and deal with the fact that that's a tough role. But again, she's got to get herself played back in because she's not playing the type of soccer that we're used to seeing her play. And the U.S. needs her. There's no question about that.
It's a long World Cup, they hope. Here's Mia Hamm, but the foul was called. Or maybe no foul, but the Nigerian player's hurt. That's why.
There's a look here. This is just a lily serve that catches Ajayi right there. Maybe knocking the wind out of her.
And she's still down. Here in the 59th minute, USA leads 3-0. 2 goals by Mia Hamm and 1 by Cindy Parlow. Top 8 teams, USA and North Korea right now in terms of Group A. Brazil, Norway, Germany, Japan, Russia, China. Out of all those teams, the one that seems to be the most impressive, you'd have to think right now, Germany, although Brazil looked very strong against Norway.
Definitely an upset in many people's minds that Brazil beat Norway so handedly. I agree with you, JP. Germany's really playing great soccer.
Not so surprised Brazil beat Norway. I'm surprised they beat them by that score. Because Brazil is good. And they're ready to put it back into play. Whoever finishes first in this group will be taking on one of those two teams, Brazil or Norway. So it could be interesting. Norway's the only team with a winning record ever against the USA in terms of all time. But Brazil is, I think, giving the USA more problems of late than Norway has. Here's a good run on the left side from Akide in the box. Played it across wide of Scurry. Great opportunity there for Nigeria. And again, they show how dangerous they can be. That one seemed to come from out of nowhere. Now Akide's in some trouble.
Here's Akide really turning the corner there on Kat Reddick, doing a good job to serve it through. Wow, what a dangerous ball there, and Kate Sobrero does a good job to follow number 4 and watch a keeper from finishing on that back post.
Go back to the comments Joy Fawcett made yesterday in the news briefing where she said, don't let Akide face goal. That's where she's dangerous, running toward goal with the ball. Here's Patience Avre. And that ball is knocked out of play. Throw in coming up. And a lot of bite, a lot of passion to this game. Ajayi, who came off the field, is back on. I think she just had the wind knocked out of her. That's about it. Now she has the ball for a throw-in. Omegbemi intercepted. Lilly in transition to Ham. Wambach and Ham not on the same page that time. Normally they are from their Washington Freedom playing days as well as now in the national team. Nigeria will put it up. Reddick that time went in the middle and Sobrero went outside. Box turning. Broken up at the halfway line. Those two tumble. It's a free kick for the USA. Ball played across. And the USA will attack. Another foul on Nigeria. Mia Hamm is over the ball. '62nd minute. Hamm drives it, headed up by Box. She's looking for 4 goals in 4 international matches. She got up there to win it. Nigeria on it now on the left side. final match in Columbus on Sunday against Sweden. So they can have a lot to say about who's going to advance in the group. So can the USA, who play North Korea, as that ball is knocked out. Patience Aubrey in that collision with Lily. Foul count has reached 25. Nigeria only one more than the USA. Akide. Here's Mercy. Nice switch. But I'm not sure how to wait a tad for it. Toe poked away. Cleared away by Box. McVinney after it against Milbred. Block on the far side. That's Foudy leaving it off. A long deflection. Going to bounce over the end line for a goal kick, and another Nigerian player is down in the 64th minute.
Doesn't surprise me that she's down, JP. That ball ricocheted off of her and went all the way out of bounds for a goal kick for the United States.
Chichin, who's down. Playing in her second World Cup. She was on the 2000 Olympic team.
This is Bivens clear right here. Oh, it was the follow-through that got her actually right in the gut.
It has been a physical game, but in previous games, the foul count was lopsided in the Nigerians' favor. Today, the USA came out with just as much fire, just as much physical play. And if there was any thought that the USA would take Nigeria lightly, that had to be dispelled in the early going of this match. Approaching 64 minutes gone. USA leads 3-0. And the scoring star. Ball was played all the way back. Nigeria looking. It was almost broken up. Was almost in another dangerous position attack-wise. Here's Lily. Out wide. To the byline for the cross. It's there. And a deflection and a goal by Wambach.
Example of how the veterans and the youth of this U.S. squad are blending together so nicely. Look at Lily taking 1-2 players on, beating them, going end line. Beautiful ball across, and Abby Wambach making a very patient run in the box. Takes a half chance and finds the back of the net. Great play between Lily and Wambach. Again, the veterans find the rookies and combine for a great goal for the United States.
Abby Wambach with goals in 5 of her last 6 games. And it's a 4-0 USA lead. 10th international goal, but her first World Cup goal. 66th minute. Wambach, one of the players we talked about before this tournament began. What kind of a role would she have? Shannon Box, another. Patty Bivens played today. Allie Wagner's started today, played some the other day. So the young players, or the newcomers, because Box is 26 now, but the newcomers have done the job, as well as the vets. And Aubrey will clear. If you let Kristine Lilly go to the byline like that with some time, she's going to burn you.
One of the things that the players have enjoyed so much, having 2 great targets in the air in the box, both Parlow and Wambach. When they look up, they turn the corner. All of a sudden, they've got great targets in the air. And, Milbert made the near post run, took some defenders with her, which opened up the seam for that ball to get through to Wambach.
Cindy Parlow with some ice. There'll be a lot of ice, but I'm sure for both, because the USA has been just as physical today as Nigeria. The foul count indicates it. More bodies banging. 2 more. That time Wambach and Chichin, who didn't miss much playing time when she was hurt moments ago. Chichin coming from a family of 9 children. Sending it long. This one's coming back. Wambach with some help. Lily won it. His assistant was helping out there with the call. Reddick. On back in the air with Bemi. USA putting on a lot of pressure. Working here to the bitter end. All the way back to scoring. 68th minute. Second international appearance for Scurry. Patience Abre. Long ball up. Mocha. She draws the foul, and the free kick is coming up. Nigeria will have a free kick from about 24 yards away. Milbert trying to help Scurry here, setting up this wall. Here's the ball, cracked across, one in the air by Bivens and cleared wide. Ajay settles, ball was out, says the referee's assistant. Here in the 69th minute, USA leads 4-0. Throw-in coming up. We've got Rob Stone and an update on the Russia-Ghana game. Rob.
Well, JP, just seconds after Wambach's goal on the West Coast, Russia also found net. 80th minute, Olga Letushova there in the right place at the right time for the volley. 3-0 Russia in or out.
And Russia, among those 8 top clubs that we were talking about before, looking impressive so far. This ball is cleared out of play. It'll be a throw-in coming up. In the 70th minute, scoring chances really all USA. They've had 8 shots, 7 of them have been on target, and 25 fouls. But most of them not for Nigeria, like it used to be. Only 1 more foul for Nigeria than the USA. Sobrero laying it up long, intended for Wambach. Christine Lilly brings it down in the 70th minute. Sobrero gets clipped by Patience Abre. Free kick for Ham. She steps in front of her own bench. Mia drives it across towards Wambach. She didn't get it in the air, but Shannon Box will bring it down. Makes the run. Box with a cross. She had Wambach there. Quick shot way up and over. Off the right foot of Christine Lilly. Tiffany Roberts getting ready to make her debut in this World Cup, but certainly not her World Cup debut. She was there in 95 and 99. And let's see, is it Shannon Box who is coming out? Yes. Shannon Box leaves. Tiffany Roberts comes on. Box with another steady performance.
Again, just a great physical presence in that holding midfield position. Not afraid of taking on the physical challenges all over the field. Also trying to get on the other end of some free kick opportunities. She's just had a great World Cup so far and proving that she deserves the role that she's in.
And a good opportunity as well to rest her because she's playing a lot of games lately and a lot of 90-minute games.
And only two days rest in between this game and the next game. So, like you said, JP, really important to manage everybody's bodies.
Bemi plays it over. And that should be it with U.S. subs. They've made 3. Here's Mercy Akide with a run against her ex-teammate Bowdy. Flag is up, and the offside is going to be called. Offside again for Nigeria. Too anxious.
Well organized. Joy Fawcett keeping her line very, very flat there, and you can see, no question, that's an offside.
Not even close. Long clearance from Reddick. Off Wambach. Here's a good run and an open run. Lilly inside the 18. The cross. 1 miss. Second one saved. Ham with a shot. That might have hit the post. And it's going to roll away. Didn't know if it was the post or Dede's hand, but I believe post. Third up the middle. Mia Hamm looking for a hat trick. Nearly had one. Abre up the wing. And with Sobrero, that ball goes out. Belongs to the USA.
Mentioned Mia Hamm looking for her hat trick there. Gets the first chance there, pops back out to her again on the follow-up.
She had 2 cracks at it. 73rd minute. Hamm with 2 goals. The first 2 goals and an assist on the Parlow goal. Coming to you from Philadelphia. Lincoln Financial Field. And it's the USA in white leading it by the score of 4-0. And that last goal scored by Wambach was the first goal in this World Cup of 7 that Mia Hamm didn't have anything to do with in terms of an assist or scoring it. She's had an incredible start to this World Cup, trying to make it her best ever in what is supposed to be her last. The flag went up. No call yet. Wambach shot blocked. Play is continuing. The flag is still up. Not sure if the referee's letting play go or just didn't see the flag up. I don't think she's ever looked over on that side. The flag still up, by the way. The ball is out of play. 4-0. Now it's acknowledged. USA leading. 2 by Hamm, 1 by Parlow, 1 by Wambach. Nearly 74 minutes gone. Game 2 of our doubleheader tonight from Philly. Sobrero knows that was a mishit. That goes out. Hits drifted more over to the left with Reddick more in the center. And at times it's looked like 3 in the back because Bivens is pushed up. But they have shifted back there for sure. Body from Lilly. Up the middle. Milbert turning. Good idea to leave it off. On the run, Roberts. And Bivens isn't up there to bridge the gap. Nigeria holds, goes long. That's Reddick in the middle. Roberts. Battle for the loose ball. Nigeria will take it. Omodebemi. Nice cut on Wambach. Omodebemi to the right. Chachin back to Omodebemi. Right side Abre. Sobrero clears. Oh, Hamm was knocked down. Rocked by Omodebemi. And the card is coming. Omodebemi with a yellow. And what was a blatant push at the very least.
Hamm goes up here for this ball, and you can see 2 players on her, but it's Omodebemi who comes in, I believe, heads the back of Mia's head.
And she's back up, getting a nice ovation from the crowd.
There's another look at it there. A little shook up. But the U.S. doesn't have any more subs, so she'll most likely re-enter the match as soon as she feels all right.
So that's the first booking of the day in a match that has been very physical. Reddick. Headed up by Wambach towards Milbert. Flag is up again. And the USA is offside as Milbert cracked it after the whistle. Third offside call in the U.S. On the right, Abre leaves it off. Pressure there on Nigeria from Milbert. That's a good ball up the wing. And Mbachu chased by Sobrero, and she just lost it. Hamm is back in. And looking none the worse for wear. Ready to go for the final 14-plus minutes. Maybe more with stoppage time added on. Off a block. And Madu. It's cleared away. Nigeria settles. Middle it comes. Switched wide by Madu. Broke it up. Here's Nigeria looking for a seam. Kocha, nice moves. Then the shot was blocked. She did everything well until the end. USA trying to get it back, and nice takeaway by Okosieme. Coyote. Both sides are still playing it very physical. Chajin to the right. Has help. Goes inside Abre. Oh, there's no give on any ball here. Both teams fighting to the end. Even though the score is lopsided at this point at 4-0 USA. It's as if they've still got something to prove. Mia's day. A big one. Her first 2-goal game ever in World Cup play. And this is her 4th World Cup. One where most everyone feels is her final. Shajin plays it up. There's a chance. But it was deflected out. The USA will give up the corner. 79th minute. Hide ready. Third Nigerian corner. A ball driven across. That was Fawcett to Bivens, and she'll just sky it out of there. Wambach making the run after it. McBenney, that's well done. That wasn't. As it's cleared out of play. The story today, though, is Mia Hamm.
Starts out on a PK, just very confident finish. Then a free kick, throws it into the mix, misplay by Dede. And then how about this assist to Parlow? She's taken a few hard knocks as well, but hung in there.
But I got to say, you keep hearing us say in what is expected to be her last World Cup. I know it's been written, but people do change their minds, so you never know. I mean, I think a lot of people would be surprised if the 4 veterans or the 5 veterans from previous World Cups are playing in the next one, but don't ever shut the door until they shut it completely themselves. This ball is cleared out of play. Wambach left off there. The USA can't capitalize. Lilly brought it down to Foudy. Crossed the way. Sombrero. Nice touches there. 4 quick ones. Here's Lilly. Broken up. Foudy trying to follow through. Nigeria comes back to Patience Abre. Abre with it. Right side, offside. Once again, Nigeria couldn't wait. Ikede was in offside position. 6 offside calls on Nigeria today.
JP, Joy Fawcett there is the organizer. You can see on the serve there, the offside call. That was a fair call. And interestingly, Joy was organizing her defense with Kate Cabrera being caught out of position. So they only had 3 players back there on defense. Turned out in their favor.
Here's Tiffany Roberts as that ball goes wide. How about Russia all over Ghana? 3-0 in Group D. Russia looking like a force this time around. Nice touch from Ham to Wambach. The cut inside of Chachin. Now she's slowed down. Trying to backheel it for Mia Hamm. Mia trying to return the favor. And that ball goes out. Lilly. Back to Sombrero. Foudy played it back. On back. That goes out of play. On that far side, that ball goes out. And it's going to be a goal kick. You mentioned Mia Hamm's big day. We're told that Nomar Garcia-Parra, who she is engaged to, has hit a home run as the Red Sox are in the midst of clinching a playoff spot, wild card berth. So that's a big night for those two so far. On the clearance from Dede. And that ball goes out. USA's ball on the throw-in for Foudy. USA will be on top of Group A when this night is over. A 4-0 lead here. Taking advantage of North Korea's loss in Game 1 to Sweden. Here's Foudy pushing it back. Sobrero. Two more players down. The referee's assistant trying to help out there as well.
You know, Navarre's come in pretty hard on a number of occasions there. Kate Sobrero going down on that tackle.
Physical play continues on the part of both sides. USA up 4-0. Pushed into space. That's Ham. And that ball runs away from her. It'll be a goal kick for Nigeria. Sama Kamputu, head coach. Great player in his own way. We're going back in time here.
A little before my time. I never got to see him play, but my associate at work, Jeff Griffin, who coached against him at UNC, said put him in a phone booth and he could beat players.
Former All-American, Nigerian international, ACC's 50th anniversary team. You were on that team, Tisha Venturini, as well.
Well, Tish and I are just getting all kinds of plugs today, aren't we?
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Hey.
Who do we need to thank?
Hey, I just read the card. On the right side, Machu went near post. Tough to beat Scory on the near post. 85th minute. Scory's getting ready to put it back into play. Heinrich still thinking about the rest of this game, but no doubt that will shift when this game is over to the North Korea game on Sunday in Columbus. Free kick is coming up. Tonight at 9:55 on ESPN2, China and Australia from Carson, California. China may have some worrying to do out of that group because that's the group that rushes in, and they are doing quite well in their first two games. Triple header today on ESPN2. That's a long one. Wambach nearly got to that in the air. Like heads met there. Hammond, Okosieme in that battle. Foudy comes in. Still no give. USA is fighting for every ball as if they were trailing or even, not up by 4 goals.
You know, JP, in a physical match like this, the key is not to go in lightly on any tackle or any header. That's where you tend to come out on the short end, as if you don't give it your all.
Ham plays it forward towards Milbert. And there's Dede. Milbert applauding the effort of Mia Hamm, trying to find her.
Look at this beautiful ball. One-touch ball right behind the defense there, trying to catch Milbert in a run. Dede comes out, has to make the save because Milbert has her defender beat.
86th minute. USA all over Nigeria at this point, 4-0. Wambach trying for 5-0, but broke it up. She had Ham open too. She had an option there. Roberts plays it over. It's actually Roberts who was open on that side. Ham drifts back. Milbert's touch. Wambach give and go. Too much give. Clear it out. 87th minute. Lilly on the left. Couple of fakes. This time they won't let her have that byline. It'll be a goal kick. 257th international appearance for Christine Lilly. No one is really close to her except for a teammate named Mia Hamm. This was Mia's 241st appearance. Fawcett and Foudy are also up there over 200 caps. Ham will play it back to Foudy. On the right side, A ball played in his space to the feet of Wambach. She gets nailed. Penalty kick. The USA will have a chance for another, but right now the concern is about Wambach, who's down.
Here's Wambach chasing this ball down, gets upended there by Omagbemi, goes down really hard, draws the PK foul. Julie Foudy's lining up to take this kick.
Omagbemi did not get a card for that. That would have been the end of her day. That was right on the edge of the line. So a penalty kick for Foudy. She did well on PKs this year with San Diego in the WWC. The captain is ready. Waiting for the whistle. Foudy with the right foot, and Dede knocked it in.
Here's the foul that drew the PK. Abby Wambach going in hard. Julie Foudy steps up. Dede actually gets a hand on it, but it's hit well enough. Tucks it into the lower right-hand corner.
They're going to make her retake the kick. And I'm not sure why. Usually they'll make you do that if you stop when you're making a forward run. If the goalkeeper moved and she still scored, they wouldn't make her take it back. She scored. Here's Foudy again. That was better. So that might remain a mystery until we read about it in the morning newspaper, but she retook it and struck it better.
You know, knowing Foudy, she's probably saying, hey, I like that second one a little bit better. Much cleaner. Look at this, hits the upright. Perfectly placed.
USA still celebrating, up now 5-0 over Nigeria. 2 penalty kicks in this game for the USA, both converted. And the USA now 5 for 5 on penalty kicks in the World Cup.
And JP, the foul count has been high, but the U.S. has fouled in smart areas on the field, and for Nigeria, it's really been tough, resulted in 3 goals.
That was a tough hit that had Joy Fawcett writhing in some pain on that shot that she blocked. Coyote with it. 2 minutes of stoppage time being put on. And then both teams can head for the ice bags. Look at Mia Hamm being physical that time against Mbachu. Foudy with that last goal of a penalty kick. Her first goal of this World Cup. She's now scored at least once in every World Cup. Scurry out to get it. Not happy with that run that Patience Aubry made at her in the end.
Ball comes in, Brianna Scurry comes out, and there's Aubry just giving her a little fist in the gut. That's why Brianna Scurry gave her the mean look.
Got another player down for Nigeria, and the stretcher's coming out. Is that Okasieme? Can't tell if it's 13 or 3 from here. It's 3. It's Coyote. So I can see Okasieme up.
Here's the play here. Wambach comes back here, gives her, whoa, an elbow right there by her right eye. Immediately cuts her open. See the blood there coming down her hand.
No card was given for that. Wambach with one of the goals. She went up, elbows flying. And hopefully Coyote is okay. Sunday, USA is going to be wrapping up their first round of this FIFA Women's World Cup, and they will take on North Korea 3:30 on ABC Sports live from Columbus, Ohio. It's part of a doubleheader in Columbus. Sweden and Nigeria will also be playing. Here's part of that physical play with Wambach.
And that's the elbow there that resulted in the fouled a Coyote there. She goes down, and my guess is she's probably having to be stitched up out there on the field.
USA with a chance to catch their breaths here. It's been fast, and it's been physical. USA in a rematch against North Korea. They played them back in 1999. Let's relive some old memories. USA in white. And that's a nice diving header from, at the time, Tisha Venturini. Now, Tisha Hope, there's another header. And how about that celebration? USA won it 3-0, and Tish has moved on to the sidelines, announcing her international retirement and also retiring from the WWC, where she played the last few years with San Jose.
So Tish scored 2 goals in her debut.
Oh, that wasn't her debut.
Oh, that wasn't her debut?
No, she's not one up on you. Don't worry. Don't worry.
That's all right.
A 5-0 lead for the USA. Tish, what are your memories? We just showed some of them of that game against North Korea.
Yeah, that definitely brings back some great memories. You know, one of the games I got to play in, luckily got a couple goals in there. I think McMillan got a goal in there. Just great atmosphere. I think, you know, you go into these World Cup games and, you know, the crowd is pumping and you're just really hyped up, and you can see the emotion on these guys when they're out there playing. You know, they're up 5-0 and they're still playing for a goal. You know, they're playing like it's the World Cup final, tied 0-0. So it's a fun time out there, and they're a tough team, and I think it'll be a good match coming up. JP?
Tish, how do they recover? Only a few days off. I mean, there's got to be some bumps and bruises there and a lot of ice. Both of these teams, actually. I mean, Nigeria has taken a physical pounding here as well, and they have to play on Sunday against Sweden. How do these teams recover in such a short time period?
Yeah, it's tough, JP, and it seemed, you know, I think there's a serious injury going on right here, maybe a cut wound or something. But yeah, I mean, I think immediately you go back, and they even have to travel tomorrow, which takes a lot out of you. There'll be a lot of laying around on the hotel beds and ice packs and stem units and all that kind of stuff. And you know, luckily the U.S. has a lot of depth, and they've been able to use it so far in this tournament. I think we'll even see some more fresh legs coming in that next game.
Thanks, Tish, and we'll see that on Sunday. You can see those ice bags. It has been physical, but it's been a big surprise in that the USA has fouled pretty much as often as Nigeria.
And the first 2 goals for the United States were set up on fouls. Tell you what, it's been happening all over the field, and the U.S. has gone in strong on these. Like I said earlier in the match, you have to go into these kind of games and foul just as hard, go in just as hard, because you end up coming up on the short end if not.
It's a lot of fouls in the women's game. It's at 40 right now, and that's probably the biggest margin since this game started. Every time we've shown a graphic, it's been close. It's been 10-10 at halftime. It was 13-12 at one point, and now Nigeria with 6 more fouls in this one. This has been a tough one.
And ironically, it's a Nigerian player that's down on the field now. JP, the other thing I would add to what Tish was saying as far as recovery goes, the U.S. Actually has 2 full-time masseuses on their staff that travel with them, so they'll have their massage tables out, and the ladies will be on those massage tables trying to help recover their legs as well.
1 more foul tonight from Nigeria than on Sunday. It's still a lot of fouls, and I'm sure that Sam Makpudu will try to bring more discipline to this team. A lot of the fouls are really unnecessary fouls for Nigeria, but the big thing about them is that they foul you in a bad place for them. You mentioned they've led to goals. Well, and I mentioned the U.S. has had a ton of fouls as well in this match, but they've done it in smart areas on the field. They haven't ever put themselves at a disadvantage, and Nigeria has absolutely put themselves at a disadvantage with 2 penalty kicks, and as well, Mia Hamm's second goal was off of a free kick. So you got to be careful about where you're fouling on the field, especially if you're a team like Nigeria, who is known for that, and of course the referees are going to be looking for that. Top 8 teams in this World Cup for right now: USA, North Korea. In this group, Brazil and Norway, and Brazil destroyed Norway in the game that was played yesterday. Germany looking strong. Japan, but Canada still involved in that group, but right now not there yet. And then Russia and China in Group D. Russia looking very strong. Canadians also have 1 win thanks to their efforts yesterday, and then the 1 loss they had to open up against Germany. So those are the 8 right now, but Group A could change. Sweden will be favored against Nigeria on Sunday. Part of our triple header. It will continue tonight. China versus Australia, 9:55 Eastern Time, 6:55 Pacific Time on ESPN2, and hopefully Coyote is okay. We're not really sure now about the time remaining. It was supposed to be a couple of minutes in stoppage time, and that's long gone. Baseball tonight is coming up next. The Nomar Homer Big day for Nomar. Big day for Mia Hamm. The two are engaged. That's no longer a secret. Everybody's writing about that. And a wedding in the future. She'd probably like to add a World Cup title to it again and maybe Olympic gold.
And then she moves on with her life, which is what a lot of these veterans are eager to do. I know, JP, it's hard to believe that they really would retire, but you know, you talk about Joy. She's got 3 girls.
Yeah.
She told them to enjoy this World Cup. It's going to be her last. You know, you think someone like Joy would want to play forever, but it's time for family time.
Sombrero with it. On this far side, it's going out. Coyote will be treated outside, as there can't be much left here now. And in fact, I wonder why it's still going on. Referee's discretion at this point. It's a 5-0 game. We've had a couple of minutes of stoppage time. Now we're Wales. Throw in coming up. Bad throw. Foul throw. So they'll try it again. Another takedown. The foul count's incredible.
Two-handed tackle on that one.
Nigeria didn't sub for the injured player. And they could have. Wondering why. Joy Foster will play it over. Counting 10 players out there. There's Hamm. Knocked out. It's going to be a corner kick for the USA. Eighth quarter for the United States. Hamm is ready. Wambach has to be one of the targets. There is Wambach. And a deflection. Stopped before it could go over the line. A double deflection. And mercifully, I think this referee has put a stop to it, as she should have. Maybe a couple of minutes ago. USA come away with a victory. 5-0 is the final score in this one.
And on this last chance here, Abby Wambach gets a great header. There's Joy Fawcett playing that role so well. She's in front of the keeper. All she needs to do is redirect it. But Dede comes up, makes another great athletic save, keeping it from going across the line.
Very physical game between these two sides. The most physical in terms of both teams that we have seen when they've gone up against each other. Normally it's been lopsided. We've got some post-game reaction coming back, so keep it here. USA beats Nigeria 5-0. ABC and ESPN official broadcast partners of FIFA World Cup and Major League Soccer.